Hi, my name is Jenna Blasky, and today I'm going to be telling the story that I've titled The Great Pup Escape. This is a true story that happened to my dad and my two dogs. And the first time that my dad told me this story, I could not stop laughing. So I hope that you can get some laughs out of it along the way too. Let's get right into it. So at this time, I had just moved to Florida. I had been there for less than a week, and I had a little rental place. And in the backyard, it had no fence, but it backed up to a little pond. So we had bought an anchor and two long leash tethers for both of my dogs. At this time, Finn was just a little over a year old, and Remy was 4 months old. So my first day of work, I went to my job, and my dad stayed home with my dogs. And as he was outside, he had taken both the dogs off of the leashes and was holding on to their harnesses. And Finn somehow managed to slip out of his hand. And then my dad was sitting there trying to get Finn back. And while he was trying to get Finn, Remy got away too. And Remy booked it straight to that pond. She just ran right into it. So my dad immediately ran in right after her. He ended up getting waist deep in the pond before he was finally able to grab her. He did lose his flip-flop into the pond during the ruckus. So then he quickly got out of the pond, put Remy inside as Finn was still running off somewhere. Couldn't find any treats, so the closest thing he could grab was a family-sized box of Cheerios. So there was my dad running through my brand new neighborhood in Florida, one flip-flop, soaking wet from the waist down, with a box of Cheerios yelling, "Finn! Finn!" Took about 15 minutes and tons of neighbors trying to help corral him, and no one could get him. And then thankfully someone started a lawnmower that scared Finn, and so he sprinted back the direction of the rental place. And by the time my dad got back there, he was sitting at the door trying to get in. So thankfully it all turned out okay, but to this day, that was 3 years ago, my dad still says to the dogs, "Do you remember Florida? Because I do." The end. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Thank you so much for listening.